Hello and welcome on my channel. If you want to improve your relationship, learn relationship hack or listen to entertaining and educating relationship stories, please subscribe, like, and share. Update to my 36M wife 32F is pregnant with another man's baby after a break and wants to keep it. I don't. What should we do? Okay, so we're looking at getting a divorce. I've spoken to a solicitor, have got my options and have started the process. So it's actually going to happen. I'm getting divorced. I posted on here on the child free sub and I got lots of amazing advice, but the overwhelming was that I shouldn't be forced to raise a child that isn't mine or try to get someone to have an abortion. To be honest, I knew that deep down. I just didn't want to admit it and was scared about facing the fact that our relationship was already damaged and this was the straw that broke the camel's back. The one moment where I snapped and made me start the process was Monday. We had more or less confirmed we were going to divorce but hadn't started anything at that point yet. She tried to initiate sex. That was it for me. That was my cue. I was done. Like we're talking about a divorce. Ending our marriage and you want to jump. Massive argument and led to me actually asking her for the divorce. After we calmed down, we both agreed this is the best course of action and she is equally as committed as I am to getting a divorce and agrees it's for the best. We're obviously peeping gutted. We still love each other so much. But this is too big a thing. I am 100% sure I am never having kids, looking into finally having a vasectomy after this whole lockdown goes away, and she is 100% sure she wants this kid. Which I can't get my head around still. And she says she can't believe it either how much her mind has changed, especially as she was so militant about being child free, but she says it's like something has just changed in her and she can't fight it. I think it's bullspeak, but there you go. We found the guy who knocked her up on social media. She's messaged him and they're now talking about what to do and making plans for speep. I don't know what they're talking about and I don't give a peep honestly. Probably scans. Money. Names etc. As long as they keep me out of it. Do I say good luck? He looks so young though. And his username where I found him has 97 in it, so I think he's only 22 or 23. Don't get me started on that one. So God knows what the future holds. For now she's staying here in a separate room until we work out where she goes, but is likely to move in with her half-sister as the lockdown situation changes. The house is mine. I inherited it and she agrees as such. Whether she'll be that way after getting a solicitor remains to be seen, but I have the paperwork and as it was before we were married, so I understand she doesn't have much of a chance. And I'm not letting her have the dog. She'll have a nice shiny new kid to walk away with. And won't have time to look after a senior dog and a kid. I'll fight for these two things tooth and nail. I'm angry, hurt, sad and weirdly relieved it's out in the open now. Like I can start chapter 2. I don't know how much I'll get chance to reply. But I will try and read what I can. TLDR. Argued. Agreed on divorce and I've started divorce proceedings. She's staying here until she can move out. She's found the baby daddy and is making plans with him. Whoa. 22-year-old kid knocks up a chick 10 years older than him off a one-night stand. I'm sure he will eagerly make every effort to be a father for the first 2 years and then panic and bail when he realizes what a commitment it will be. OP, I think you're gonna be in a better situation than your wife in 5 years. Hang in there. I'm thinking more like 9 months. Man, she won't last past the first all-nighter with the screaming newborn. I remember you from our child free and I'm glad that you looking out for you. I hope the divorce goes well and you can keep the house and the dog. She says something has changed in her and she just can't fight it. I call bullspeak, but there you go. I know it's a difficult time for you. But I just want to say. She might have been totally honest about not wanting children beforehand. But now she's pregnant. Her mindset changed. Sometimes hormones are so strong. They can impact our decision making. Particularly when you get a sense of your body carrying the weight of a new life inside you. So it's not necessarily that she's chosen a pregnancy over you. It's a huge life choice that may have taken her by equal surprise. I'm sorry this happened with the woman you love. And I hope you can go on to find someone who enjoys your values and can live happily as you see fit, and your soon-to-be ex finds what she's looking for too. You will get through this. Difficult as it is. All the best. So much this. People change throughout their lives. You can't guarantee that your partner will always be religious, or left-wing, or into hiking. How many of us in our later 30s and onwards have lives that remotely resemble our college days? Very few. I should think. I think you are absolutely taking the best course of action for everyone involved. There isn't any other way that this could have worked. You can't be expected to raise someone else's child, and unfortunately she and the child are now a package deal. And you can't ask her to get an abortion. No one would ever be happy. However this. And she says she can't believe it either how much her mind has changed, especially as she was so militant about being child free, but she says it's like something has just changed in her and she can't fight it. I think it's bullspeak, but there you go. 100% happens. It happened to one of my very good friends. She absolutely did not want kids. Got pregnant at one of the worst times you could possibly get pregnant, on the verge of breaking up with a very irresponsible train wreck of a boyfriend. In the middle of a PhD. And bam. She wanted that kid, and she is a fantastic mother. Hormones really can do a number on you like that. I doubt your wife was lying to you before when she said she didn't want kids. She probably could have gone through life with you never having them and would have been happy. And she isn't lying now. It's just one of those things. Don't count on her to be cool. Lawyer up and cover your ass. God, I wish I had. I'm sure it's been brought up, but depending on where you live, if you are still married when she pops it out, then it's your kid regardless of biology. Make sure you finalize before the baby is born, and I'd definitely try and get it in your paperwork if possible that it isn't yours. It would be bad enough raising someone else's kid you didn't want, but having to pay for someone else's kid for 18 years would be brutal. And I've definitely heard of it happening. I think you made the right decision. This will hurt, but this will be like ripping a band-aid for you. For her. She'll have to hope the new baby daddy will pull through or handle this as a single mother. That's going to be harder on her in the long run. This is your second chance. I'd say. Be happy and do your best. I was 100% certain I never wanted to give birth to a child. I knew. At the age of 8. That was never peeping something I wanted to do. In my last relationship. I made that very clear to my ex and told him if anything were to happen, I would be getting an abortion. No question. And I didn't give a speep what he thought. I was in the process of talking to my GP for a referral to a gyno so I could get a hysterectomy. I was not giving birth. It wasn't happening. 2 months later. I was bawling my eyes out in my bathroom because the pregnancy test I took because my period was late came back positive. And I was bawling my eyes out because there was this dumb baby inside of me that I knew I would never be able to abort. I was 100% certain I'd have an abortion until I realized I'd have to have an abortion. And then I knew I wouldn't be able to go through with it. It was a rough couple of months because I didn't trust anything I thought I had known about myself. Now I'm a single mom of a 2-year and it's peeping awesome. But it's amazing how pissing on a stick can change everything you thought you knew. This is why I need to get sterilized ASAP. I don't want to find myself pregnant and keeping the baby. I'm 100% sure I don't want kids ever, but also unsure if I would abort. Godspeed. Make your decisions before the universe makes them for you. Like much of this advice, make sure you get all these agreements house, dog, etc. in writing with her signature and date. She's probably going to ask you for many things monetarily and emotionally as the reality of her being a single new mother after 14 years and in the middle of the pandemic starts to hit her. It's best to not get swept under. Good luck. Congrats on leaving her. My skin crawled when I read about her trying to have sex after that conversation. Good luck to Yaop. You made the decision I would have made. No way in hell could I raise another man's kid because my wife decided to have ones. Move on and start a new chapter in your life. The right woman is out there for you. Just relax and get through this episode first. One thing OP. I would have a hard time taking a break in my marriage and being okay with my wife and I having sex with other people. That's just my preference or non-preference. She's a good bit older than the father. Doesn't that embarrass her? Good luck, my friend. You had no other choice. She's a good bit older than the father. Doesn't that embarrass her? Doesn't seem to. Not at all.